aspire to inspire before you expect. She doesn't mean to, be on social media, talk to other gender. The universe will definitely help us to go into the right path. Whatever little knowledge I'm gaining throughout this journey, I really want to spread this to the people, help them to lighten up their lives and help them to understand importance of being present.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Aadmi podcast season 2 powered by Proximite Group. Today we have a very special young guest who is a social worker, she's an organ donor, and now she's a founder and the president of an NGO named Be the Change. And she's none other than Miss Lavanya Gudelli. Hi Lavanya, welcome to our show. And how are you feeling today?
Hello everyone, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited.
We are really glad that we could bring you on our show today and talk about your journey thus far. So to begin with, can you tell us a little about yourself, Lavanya?
Definitely. I'm Lavanya Gudelli. I'm the founder and president of Be the Change organization, which is a non-profitable organization. So in Be the Change, we exclusively work for women empowerment. Like we go to slum areas, underprivileged community, where people are not having access to the good health practices, the basic rights. So, and also we work for women empowerment, youth empowerment, children education. These are the three major flagship projects that you've been working. So I'm a social worker, social entrepreneur. So it's been 4 years I'm into this field where I dedicated myself to create at least a little impact through my journey. So it's still going on.
Yes, I'm sure you've been a role model for a lot of young women out there, and it's a great job that you're doing right now, Lavanya. What made you start doing this? What's the story behind it?
Yes. So, long story short, I really want to explain. I really want to tell this. Since from childhood, I was a child. I was a humble, normal girl where I was always inclined towards social service. I always wanted to do something. But my inspiration was when I was in
Mm-hmm.
sixth standard. I was from a Telugu medium background. So there
Okay.
was a lesson about greatest personality on the planet, I can say. There was a lesson about her. She is none other than Mother Teresa. I was really inspired being a 12, 11 or 12 years old girl. Listening to that lesson, that story of Mother Teresa, I was really inspired. Once I grew up, I really wanted to do something like her. I don't know what to do, where to go, where to start. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
anything, but there was this factor. I really want to do something like her. I really want to inspire people, help people. That's when the real inspiration factor has begun. But when I was pursuing engineering, in
Mm-hmm.
2018, officially I launched my own organization, coming from a very remote background, starting an organization in the city in Hyderabad. The inspiration was begin when I was doing my sixth grade. But in 2018, when I was pursuing my engineering, I started this organization. So it's been 4 years. We successfully completed 4 years and we are running into fifth year now.
That's such a great news, Lavanya. So you said while you were doing your engineering, you started the NGO. So I'm sure you must have faced some challenges while you were doing this. Could you tell us the challenges that you've had?
Yes, definitely. While I was pursuing my engineering, I was a simple normal girl. I was limited myself to college and home. Okay,
Hmm.
I don't have any friends. I don't have social media accounts. I was hailed from a very orthodox family, very traditional. There was so many rules I put for myself, not for my family or community. So I was very strict to myself. Like if girl means she doesn't mean to be on social media, talk to other gender. All this kind of crap is there in my mind, so I was unable to explore myself. But there was a passion inside me always. I really want to be a leader. I really want to do something. I don't know what it is, but there was always this thing. I really want to do something. What was that? I don't know. But when I was pursuing engineering, So I felt this is the right time where I can explore myself. I was from a family where I was only one graduate from my entire community. So I was from a family where my parents were not educated, but they gave us a very best life. The all credits to them. So they gave us a very best life. So we have been to so many challenges financially, family wise. All these challenges made me so strong. Even while I was pursuing engineering, I don't have any friends, I don't have anybody to guide, I don't have anybody to, hold my hand and show me right path. But I myself wanted to do something, so I stood for myself. I started this organization. There were so many challenges because to run an organization, it's not easy thing to establish an organization, to mobilize people, to mobilize volunteers, to raise funds or go to some XYZ orphanage, slum areas. It was not easy as we are talking. I strongly believe when we strongly have passion, it definitely leads us to the strong results, strong solution. So that's where I started believing myself. I alone started just within 2 months. The day I decided to start an organization, within 2 months, I could able to mobilize 200 plus volunteers, 200 plus strangers. I don't know them. I don't know from where they are coming, but when we have passion, the doors will definitely be opened. The universe will definitely help us to go into the right path. So, and there are so many challenges, but still, I could able to overcome by faith. It's still going on the process.
You followed your passion.
Yes.
I think the challenges can't stop you there. I could see a frame behind you which says, follow your dreams, they know the way. So I think you just followed your dreams and then they guided you through. That's really awesome, Lavanya. Can you tell us Be the Change? You said there are three main projects that you do there. I think one major project is about educating women about menstruation. You reach out to
Yes.
women in the rural areas. I've read that your NGO distribute the sanitary napkins. May I know, when you reach out to these women, what is their reaction when you talk to them? And because you're helping them, right? How do they take it when you go to them and help them, educate them? How do they take it?
So basically, we deal with women who resides in slum areas, not from urban areas,
Okay.
or not even from rural areas. We
Okay.
exclusively deal with women. Their profession was like rag pickers,
Uh-huh.
GHMC workers,
Okay.
garbage collectors. So these kind
Mhm.
of women. When first thing I've done was like I went there with group of volunteers. We have done a survey. Like we really wanted to understand the way they think. We really wanted to understand how the right way of approaching. Then slowly, we entering into their areas, and also we started speaking about period. That was really drastic experience. I can say
Mhm.
audible experience. Where the first time when we went there, people were seeing that sanitary napkins. Most of the women are unable to recognize what it is because they were not using it. Most of the women use any old clothes and all. So seeing that, we really want to educate them about what is periods, what is the importance of menstrual health. Menstrual health is not only about periods. It consists of, it's a vast subject. It consists of a lot of things. So we started teaching them basic things like how to keep themselves clean and hygiene, how to
Okay.
keep their surroundings clean, how to keep their children. Because if women is healthy, she can keep her entire family healthy, right? So that's where we started. Initially, they were not comfortable talking about periods, taking sanitary pads. Still,
Mhm.
few of them were, hiding their when we distribute sanitary pads. They're wrapping in their sari pallu, I can say. Okay,
Yeah.
so still they were not comfortable. So far, we have reached 5,000 plus women,
Wow.
adolescents, young girls. So they become comfortable because they are seeing our faces frequently. We are
Mhm.
teaching basic things in a friendly manner. Not We are not talking about science. We are not screaming. We are not telling them any rules and regulations. We are just telling them the basic things. Women in the slum, they don't even wash their children's hands. It's really I should not use this word, but very dirt surroundings, I can say. When we go there, we understand the financial background. So the least thing we can do is doing something, educating them about keeping themselves clean and hygiene. And also, we started giving pads for free of cost. Then started using. Then they
Okay.
started understanding. Most of the we have many testimonials where women come up to us and they started telling after using pads we are feeling so confident, we are feeling healthy.
Yeah.
So give us this kind of. They themselves started buying, saving some money. So that kind of impact I could see throughout these years.
That is really great, Lavanya. So initially, when you distribute these sanitary napkins, as you mentioned, they still consider it as a taboo topic, and they sort of hide their the sanitary napkins in their sari pallu you mentioned. So that is their first reaction. Like they still haven't moved forward. We have advanced so much now. We are in 2022. It's really shocking to hear that there are still women out there who don't know about the basic menstrual hygiene and all of that. I mean, this is really an eye-opening thing for me, Lavanya. Great work you and your team are doing out there. Another question that I would like to ask you is, how do you aim to grow in the coming years?
I always believe my life philosophy will be aspire to inspire before you expire. I always talk this statement everywhere I go, and I also strongly follow this statement. I believe like having a vision is great, but I'm a person who lives in the present moment. I have this moment in life. Right now, I'm talking to you. How can I make this 1 minute or these 20 minutes beautiful as it can be? How can I utilize these 20 minutes by being present here, experiencing these 20 minutes, learning from these 20 minutes? So coming years, we are really planning to extend our services in different areas, different rural areas, and also we really want to create more youth leaders. I really want to see youth coming forward, helping people, standing for the society. That's where real change comes in, right? We also provide different fellowships where we encourage especially young girls to engage in social service
Mhm.
called She Inspires Project, where we encourage young girls to come forward. We train them, we educate them. We want them to be leaders in their own communities. We want them to teach in their own community. So we really want to spread the goodness as much as possible, as many as places as possible.
I think I read from your LinkedIn page that there is a new project called Celebrate Life.
Yes.
Is that another project? What is it about?
I was a very positive person. I'm a very positive person, and I will be very. Whatever I speak, I believe in past, present, future. Because if I take one statement, I stick to it. I really want to implement throughout the life. So, I was into spirituality too. Like I was practicing gratitude, mindfulness. I realized, I can say awakening. That might be great, big word, but I can say felt so lightning. I can feel very satisfied. So I really want to teach these things to the people those who are really into depression. That is a project where we teach people celebrate your life every day, every minute, every second. It is a mental health project, but I am also engaged in the project in mindfulness also. We want to reach out people through digital videos. Like we want to tell people the importance of life, living in the present moment, leaving our past, living in our dreams, and forgetting, just quitting our past. There are so many people in my DMs or in my network, or at least one or two people once in a month, or quite a lot of time they reach out to me like we are getting suicidal thoughts. Some girl left me, some boy left me. I did not get this job. These kind of questions. So when
Mhm.
we have when we have this wholeness in us, we don't look for the validation. We don't depend on somebody for our happiness. If I
Mhm.
am complete, I don't depend on some XYZ person for my happiness. This gap I really want to bridge this gap. So I'm also starting my career as a life coach. Like I want to really whatever little knowledge I'm gaining throughout this journey, I really want to spread this to the people, help them to light up their lives and help them to understand importance of being present, being mindful. So this project is all of we are just coming up with the different ideas to celebrate life. helping people to live their fullest potential, experience their life in the present moment.
Is there any one person that you could mention who have supported you in your journey thus far? We all have that one person in our life who would really motivate us, push ourselves from our comfort zone. Can you name any one such person who has
Yes.
been with you thus far?
So basically, I was a self-made, self-motivated person, but we all humans get emotion, right? We'll get disappointment, happiness,
Yeah.
excitement, frustration, all these kind of emotion. In my career, in my this journey, to do some kind of activities, I need some money, like some monetary things to
Mhm.
help people. We don't actually raise any funds. Whatever little money I used to have, I used to put it in the charity. But later on, after seeing my works, I got connected to one woman. I really want to take her name, Sunanda Garu. She is the director of Pari pads. I associated with the sanitary pads thing. She was like, my second mother. I don't share my sadness to anybody except her. I was so connected. She was very motivated person. Like she herself as a social worker. She was from a very good family. Being a mother to a 19 years old girl, she always look up to other people. Like she always helps other people. I was really inspired by her. So she was the one when I was really in a depression state. I don't share any of my sad moments to anybody, even to her. But sometimes I go to her, I express my feelings. She was the one helped me quite a lot of times when I need the help most. She is the one. If I can take one more.
That's great. At some point in time, do you want to get into politics or another option? Would you become a philanthropist? Which one would you choose?
So basically, one of my dream was I wanted to become an IAS officer, right? I thought like if I become an IAS officer, I can serve people in wider range. But at some point, I felt as an individual, I can do more rather than being in power, being because I'm a person. I can't see some corruption. I can't get involved. If you force me to do something, I can't do that. I'm a person, I'm just away from all the violence. I was always keep my mind very peacefully. So
Mhm.
I prefer to be myself, an individual who aspires to do a lot more things to help people. So I really want to be myself rather than into any other political figures.
Yeah, so when you mentioned about the IAS officer, I also read about that you were, pursuing to become one, and you've been attending classes for that. So you're saying as of now it's not there. Have you dropped it? That idea of
Yes.
what is one good memory that you have while you started working as a social worker? Can you share a good memory that you vividly remember?
As there was a quote like life is a full of surprises. Okay, I believe that, I felt that, I experienced that. I hailed from a family, again I'm stressing this out, like girl is not meant to speak out. But my parents were not like that. My parents always supported because I was very very bright student. I was a topper wherever I go. I was very bright student throughout my college, I mean till intermediate. Okay, in my schooling and intermediate, I was a very polite, humble, studious, bright student. But I was very introvert. I do have a leadership qualities, but I keep those qualities to myself. I never
Mhm.
show up. I never utilize those. Even I talk very less to my parents. Okay, if I was in the home, I just stick to some book or stick to my spirituality, and I just be in my room. That was me. So
Okay.
my parents never thought I would do something like this. But the another challenge is the days when started doing this social work. Those were the days when my family was in drastic challenges financially and some other family
Mhm.
problems. At the time, I did not do when I was good, when I was family's comfortable. I was doing all these things when my family was in a lot of troubles, which I can't even explain. So
Mhm.
one fine day, one big article in front page of one of the local, the biggest newspaper has
Mhm.
written a great article about me My parents were not aware of all these things that I'm doing social service. I started organization till that article came out. So one fine day, one of my relatives started calling to my dad and hey, they started telling, hey, your daughter has been shown up in the newspaper. But my parents were not believing that because he's 18, 19 years old, daughter, the one who always being in the room, just to be silent.
For them, you were an introvert girl. You would keep everything to yourself.
Yes.
Couldn't believe when they saw such an article.
When photo, matches my face, so we can't help. We can't help. So that was a very surprising moment for me.
I can imagine how excited they were where they saw your photo on the newspaper and how proud they were when that happened. Another question that I have for you, Lavanya, is what is one message that you would like to give young, aspiring women who wish to be the change?
Yes. So, be the change that you wanted to see in the world is a Gandhian quote. I really live by that quote. I can proudly say because I really adapted this change into my life because my life was not easy. My life was not easy because every little thing I've been doing, it come out from a very big challenge. Long story short, so many girls come up to me the last year inspiring us. We really want to do something like, but I really suggest, irrespective of gender, girl and boy, women and men, all the genders out there, whoever is watching, whoever is going to watch. We have only one life. I can't stress this enough. We have really only one life. You may be teacher, doctor, CEO, or millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whatever it is. So how you are living this one life? This life is not only about you. There was a quote by Rumi. Rumi was somebody greatest personality. He was telling like the life is not only about you, but your life is all about the people that you have been touching. Okay, the lives of the people that you have touched. So that statement really hit me hard. So I really request each and every individual out there. You need not to start an NGO. You need not to do some great things, but start loving yourself. That's where the miracle happens. Make you as a priority. Never hold grudge on anybody. Okay, we have only one life. If next minute, if you leave this planet, whatever you achieved, whatever grudge that you hold, will that come along with you? No, right? So please forgive everybody. Live your life fullest. Whatever you have, you may be having 100 rupees today. So think how you can be happy with that 100 rupees. You might be having some 100 crores tomorrow. Think how you can, inspire people through that. We have only one life. Aspire to inspire before you expire.
I think that itself is a very good message that you can give to our viewers. And thank you, Lavanya. Thank you, Lavanya, for coming to our show, taking your time out to talk to us, to motivate us. Personally, I've been motivated by what you've just said, and I wish you great success. May you keep inspiring the generations to come by the life you lead. Thank you so much, Lavanya. It was my pleasure having you on the show. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Lavanya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep doing this good work. Thank you.